Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I've got several clips for you tonight. The first one is Judge Kirkham and Mom with a disgusting home. Then I've got a couple with Judge Fleischer. I've got Judge Bowie, and it's not really what's going on screen, but there's somebody yelling at an attorney, and it's kind of shocking, but I'll let you guys hear that one. Then there's a couple with Judge Crum. And then there's the DUI manslaughter down in Florida. I just put up the first appearance for this man. And 8 people died in the accident. 37, I think, are still in the hospital. 7 or 8 of them still critical. But what I see is a very broken man. And I'll let you guys watch that. And then after that is Judge Garcia in Florida. She's got a couple interesting people. And then also we have Judge Speedlin Gonzalez at the end. Of course, I love her. She's got an attorney that wants to control things. And you can kind of guess how that goes, but I'll let you guys watch.
Calling case 2017-1628 DC, Mark Spinelli versus John Oldenburg. Today is Monday, May 6, 2024 at 9:09 a.m.
Court will note the appearance of Ms. Podolsky on behalf of plaintiff. This matter is before the court on the plaintiff's motion for modification of custody, parenting time, and support. Ms. Podolsky.
Thank you. As this court is aware, Your Honor, we were here in the late summer of 2022 with a very similar issue. The minor child expressed concerns about the happenings at Mom's house. She actually had a sit-down meeting with her parents and stated, look, I don't want to spend time during the week at Mom's house. I want to stay at Dad's during the week, and I'll go to Mom's on weekend time. The parties exercised that for a while, then had another family meeting wherein it seemed things had gotten better at Mom's house and promises were made. And so they went back to their current week on, week off schedule. That was in January of 2023 or early 2023. Unfortunately, since then, circumstances have changed again. These were empty promises that were made, and there continue to be issues at Mom's house. And since November, the minor child has resided solely in the care of the plaintiff father. The friend of the court has taken notice of this. That first they issued a child support abatement in November of 2023. Since then, they have actually issued a brand new child support order in February of 2024, wherein the current support order is based on 0 overnights for the defendant mother. Neither party objected to this action by friend of the court, consenting and acknowledging those 0 overnights with the defendant mother. But the circumstances that have changed in the home of defendant mother are that the minor child does not have a bed in mother's home due to the bed bug infestation. Her room is now being used essentially as a catch-all for garbage and other just random items in the home. There are several animals in the home, and there are feces and urine throughout the home. She is concerned about cleanliness and stepping in it. She is unable to get her schoolwork done when in the home of defendant mother. She has expressed concern and anxiety of this, but she is blown off by, unfortunately, her mother due to these concerns. Further, she has a brother who lives in the home who has some criminality issues. He has threatened the life of another sibling living in the home. This is an unsafe environment, and the minor child does not feel comfortable there. And because of this, has been residing solely in the home of the plaintiff. In our motion, we did include text messages between defendant mother and the minor child, and defendant mother and the plaintiff. These were from February of 2024, where she stated, have the minor child come get her things from the home because she's not going to be residing there anymore. Since residing in the plaintiff's home, attendance at school has improved. Her grades have improved. She's involved in color guard. She's involved in theater through the school. She's involved in a summer program through theater. Plaintiff has been the primary caretaker of the minor child. He attends to all of her needs, all of her educational needs, medical needs, any care that she needs. He is full-time employed and is able to financially provide for her and does not need the assistance of the defendant in that regard. So based on the change in circumstances, we're asking the court to modify the current orders, award the sole legal and physical custody of the minor child to plaintiff, parenting time to occur at all times and places as the parties can agree, and that we are asking that the brother who has been named in the motion not be present during parenting time when the minor child does have parenting time with mother. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Oldenburg, what's your response?
Please unmute.
She froze up, so we have to get her back. Well, we'll give her about 30 seconds and then we'll pass over because I have a number of things set at 9 o'clock we have to get to.
Okay.
Hello,
Your name, please?
Dawn Oldenburg.
Okay. Ms. Oldenburg, what's your response to the motion?
My motion is I would like to spend time with my daughter, our daughter. I have asked Mr. Spinelli for times to spend with Denise, only to be told no. There are some accusations in these papers that I completely are against. We have 3 cats, not 8. I have 9 guinea pigs, not 12. I am working. I just started a job up at Family Dollar up here on Capitol Avenue Southwest by my home. No, I do not have a vehicle. No, I do not have a license. I had a car accident 2 years ago, lost my license. I'm trying to get it back. Just have to get the money saved up to get my license back. I did fall behind on some of my bills. However, my grandmother, who lives in Colorado, is helping me. It's just going to take some time. Other than that, Your Honor, 90% of what Mr. Spinelli put in there is false accusation.
Okay. Well, the front of the court, hold on. The front of the court did do a new order back in February of this year, which would provide for you that you did not have any overnight parenting time. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
I have asked to spend some time with Denise. I was supposed to have Denise on New Year's Day. I asked Mark in a text message, may I please have Denise at this time on New Year's Day? Only to be told no.
Okay. Well, it sounds that in reviewing the motion and hearing the arguments, it does appear that the plaintiff has met the threshold of proper cause or change in circumstances pursuant to ADBARCA for an evidentiary hearing. The court will set the matter for an evidentiary hearing, and we can ferret out all of the issues at that particular time. So we will be in touch with you as to when you're available, and then we will have a hearing. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're free to go. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You also, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, page 27, where, Tiana, come on up.
No. 3 times we've given you the opportunity to show up and you failed to show up. And now you get a PR bond for a 3rd time? I don't think so. Ma'am, you were charged with criminal mischief. Your case is 300 days old. We gave you a PR bond on 7/26/21. We gave you another one on 8/1/23. Then now we've given you another one on 5/7/24. Doesn't work like that. She goes with you. Don't send her down, please. Who's next? Aaron.
Yes, sir. Thank you. How you doing, Judge? I'm gonna have a plea on Miss Ware here,
Okay.
and I also have a motion to withdraw on a client that's in warrant status.
Is he out in the wind?
Yeah,
I'll sign it for you. Just have him put it in the queue.
thank you, Judge.
Miss Ware, you were charged with criminal mischief. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Guys, keep it down. They've given you an offer of 3 days in jail, credit for the 3 days that you've already done. Is this what you want to do, ma'am? You must understand that this will go on your record. It's going to be there forever. From now on, you pick up any more cases, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. From now on, you pick up any more cases, show up. It's not hard. Good things happen when you show up. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense, ma'am? How do you plead to the offense? I will find you guilty, sentence you to it. Good luck, man.
If I can, Your Honor, if I could just get a docket entry, I did inform her that I was appointed today and I have not looked at anything.
Well,
And she does have a right.
Sure.
Thank you, Judge.
say that it's against advising you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Aaron.
Go this way. Ms. Martinez?
Pues Luis, usted ponga sus cositas ahí. Solo mira el juez, acérquese más acá, por favor. Solo mira al juez y le contesta en español nada más. Baje los bracitos. Acuérdese, solo miras y la verdad.
Yeah, that's what I was looking. Okay. Domingo Martinez.
Domingo Martínez. ¿Es usted? Ya.
Guys, keep it down, please. Mr. Martinez, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
De $2,000.
We're going to do probable cause.
Eso es razonable.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you. Thank you. Okay.
So Judge, on this case, on May 8th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a minor accident in Harris County, Texas. Witness stated the defendant was driving a white van and was involved in the accident. Witness stated he observed the defendant exit the driver's seat of the van and throw away a brown bag containing a glass bottle.
Conteniendo una botella de vidrio.
Witness stated the defendant told him he was drunk.
He told a witness he was drunk?
Yes.
El acusado dijo al testigo que él estaba borracho.
Witness walked affiant over to the trash can where he observed the defendant discard the glass bottle.
Al querellante donde observó que descartó la botella de vidrio.
Officer located a glass bottle with 1 pint of Corona beer.
Botella de vidrio con una pinta o cantidad de cerveza Corona.
Officer spoke to defendant who had a strong odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from his breath and person.
Emitiendo de su aliento y persona.
Eyes were bloodshot.
Los ojos estaban enrojecidos.
Defendant had unsteady bounce.
Estaba desequilibrado sobre su parada, en su balance.
Defendant stated he consumed 1 beer.
Consumió una cerveza.
SFSTs were refused,
terrenos se rehusaron.
but consented to breath.
Dio consentimiento prueba de aliento.
0.14, 0.15.
0.14 y 0.15.
Mr. Martinez, what is your immigration status? Are you in this country with or without permission?
Without permission.
The allegation of you having alcohol in the car in and of itself carries a minimum of 5 days in jail.
cárcel.
I will tell you that if you go to jail for that amount of time,
Esa cantidad de tiempo,
I guarantee that immigration will find
inmigración
you,
lo va a encontrar a
will
usted.
put a detainer on you. You will remain in custody until immigration is done with you, which is usually about 6 to 9 months, if not a year,
Si no,
waiting for them to decide whether they're going to deport you.
si lo van a deportar o no.
I would hope that it's elementary
Que sea algo
that you not consume alcohol while you're in a
mientras está
car.
en un vehículo. ¿Se entendió?
I am now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to drive at all.
Para nada.
You will sign a promise with me, an affidavit promising me that you're not going to drive. I do not care what is going on in your life. If you drive,
Si usted maneja,
you will go to jail.
va a ir a una cárcel, ¿entendió?
You understand?
Sí, señor o no, señor. Yes, sir.
If you are unlucky enough
Si tiene mala
to
suerte,
be there for an extreme,
estaría en una cárcel por mucho, mucho tiempo, señor.
I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, likewise, I will put you in jail.
Lo voy a poner en una cárcel, ¿entendido? Sí. Yes, sir.
Have any kind of access to see if he has prior DWIs anywhere else, please?
Let me take a look, Judge. I believe his. Yeah, let me take a look at the file, see if there's anything more. He does have a prior prostitution case.
Caso de
but it looks
prostitución
like,
previo.
oh,
Caso previo.
he has a dismissed DWI, but that was back in 1986.
Pero en el
I'm going
1986.
to obtain a handheld interlock device that you're going to take with you to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol.
Terminó el juego.
Sí.
Yes, sir.
Don't violate these conditions. Otherwise, I will keep you for a long time.
Por mucho tiempo, señor.
We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I am going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case.
Okay.
The worst possible thing you can do
La peor cosa que
is
usted
not show up to court,
no
because I
comparecer.
guarantee you will get a warrant. And I'm telling you now, you will not get another PR bond from me.
No vas a
You got out of jail free because we gave you a PR bond. You will not get another one.
recibir otra de parte mía.
So
¿Entendido?
behave yourself while you're out there in the free
Estás
world.
libre. Un mundo libre.
Otherwise, I'll take the free world away from you.
Te voy a quitar la libertad.
Come on.
Pase aquí, por favor, a la izquierda.
It looks like, Judge, he had another DUI in Georgia, but it was pled no contest back in 1991.
I mean, that's three.
Yeah, so it's, yeah, but one was dismissed and one pled no contest. I'm not sure, I don't know if I can actually,
No, I mean, I don't think you can enhance it to third if one
No.
was dismissed, right?
but I can't even, I don't think I can
No.
enhance it to a second, to be honest. I'll see.
I'm now gonna watch an even closer now.
But yeah, I saw one dismissed,
I'm putting an ankle monitor on.
yeah, and then one, in Georgia, no contest.
Luis, I need to bring,
Ms. Ferguson?
Acérquese ahí.
you have one that was dismissed.
Tiene un caso.
You have another one that you pled no contest. Now you have this one.
Este señor.
What's it gonna take?
¿Qué va a
Killing someone before you get it?
¿Se lo entienda?
I'm putting an ankle monitor on you, so I know that you're not consuming alcohol, Mr. Martinez.
Alcohol.
Any alcohol whatsoever from any source, you will stay with me.
Usa las prior.
Any alcohol whatsoever, he stays with me.
Cualquier consumo de alcohol o de cualquier
The other thing you must understand is that a third DWI, you will be facing a felony charge, minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison
10 años en prisión.
on a third.
Una ofensa por tercera.
Scram. And wait, yeah, fine.
Solo el grillete de tobillos le van a colocar.
Okay.
Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate the help. Martinez. Hey, guard, GI, guardian, please.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Luis.
Okay, you call it 240717 People of the State of Michigan versus Andre Mirabella, appearance for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Under DePaul on behalf of the people.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Steve Mankin, P 31562. I'm appearing on behalf of Mr. Is it Andre Mirabella?
Correct. Mr. Mirabella, good afternoon. Please state your name for the record.
For the court's record, my name is Andre Gaetano Mirabella.
All right, so we're here for probable cause conference. Mr. Mirabella, do you swear or affirm subject to the payment of the perjury testimony you give this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir, I'll tell nothing but the truth.
All right, you have a right to have your exam within 21 days. You're arraigned on a felony charge. State of Michigan, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, and so you were arraigned on May 7th. Your exam has to occur on or before May 28th. Do you understand?
I'll be right there.
Was that a yes, Mr. Mirabella?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I couldn't hear it clearly.
You have a right to have your exam within 21 days. You're arraigned on a felony charge. So you were arraigned on May 7th. Your exam has to occur on or before May 28th. Do you understand?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Are you okay with that exam being scheduled after May 28th? You still have your right to go to the exam or waive it if you wish to. We just need to schedule it after May 28th. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, it's good.
All right, I find the 21 days waived. Mr. Minkin, what time, what date do you need another probable cause? We can do the 13th of June. Is that fine?
Let me take a look.
Let's go. Come on. Come on. In the courtroom.
Judge,
I don't care. I don't care. In the courtroom. This was scheduled at 1:30 at your request, not mine.
Okay.
I wanted to do it this morning. If you have a problem now, it's not my problem.
I'm getting yelled at here. I guess let's just put it for the 13th. What?
Okay.
I'll put it on for the 13th at what time?
1:30 p.m.
Okay,
And that'll be on Zoom.
thank you.
Thank you. All right, you're all set, Mr. Mirabella. I'll see you June 13th at 1:30 p.m.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
For your
Steve
probable
Mankin,
cause.
31562. I'm appearing on behalf of Mr. Winston.
See right there. Scheduled for exam. Anything preliminarily?
Yes.
Well, that was intense.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. I'm like, who is yelling?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Good afternoon. Are you Kyrie Hick?
Kyrie, yes, sir.
Kyrie is how you pronounce it?
Mhm.
All right, we'll go on the record in state of Kansas versus Kyrie Adana Hick. Case number 24 CR 232. The state appears by Devin Canfield. Ms. Hick appears from the Butler County Jail. Ms. Hick, you're here for a first appearance. Have you received a copy of your charges?
Yeah.
All right, there are 2 counts, both alleged to have occurred on May 14th, 2024 in Butler County, Kansas. Count 1 is a allegation of burglary of a dwelling.
Yeah.
That's a level 7 person felony. The alleged location of the burglary is 912 West 2nd Avenue in El Dorado, Kansas. Count 2 is a charge of theft, a Class A non-person misdemeanor. You're alleged to have taken a Bumblebee tea infuser from belonging to a Serena Beckel.
No, that's alleged, but that never happened.
Okay, well, those are the allegations. You may very well have a defense to these charges that you can pursue. There is a felony involved, so you won't be asked to enter a plea today. Looks like your case has been assigned to Judge Satterfield.
Okay.
Your next court date will be on her felony preliminary hearing control docket, and that will be done on June the 10th at 2:30 in the afternoon, and that'll be by Zoom, June 10th at 2:30.
Okay.
Can you afford to hire an attorney to represent you?
I wouldn't need one, but
Do you wish to hire your own attorney?
I mean, I guess.
Okay, can you afford to hire your own attorney?
RD, no. 01,
Pardon?
no.
You can't afford to hire an attorney?
01, back in 2001?
No. Can you afford to hire an attorney right now to represent you on these charges?
No.
Do you wish to apply for court-appointed counsel?
Sure.
Okay. Are you currently employed?
No. Neither. No on all four. Sorry.
Excuse me? You're not working?
No on all four questions. Yeah.
When did you last work? Ma'am, when did you last work?
Oh, in Mays, Animal Companion Hospital.
Okay. And when was that?
When was that?
When?
I don't need the wind.
Are you high? Are you
Hmm?
under the influence?
No, I'm telling you, I don't need the wind. Every single time. I know you guys heard me.
When was the last time you were working?
Literally yesterday.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to appoint James Watts to represent you.
Okay, thank you.
They'll give you his contact information.
Awesome.
What's the state's recommendation for bond, Mr. Canfield?
Your Honor, state is requesting a 2,500 cash surety bond as well as no contact with
The person
Serena
who raped
Beckel.
me, yeah? Give it to the boss.
Ma'am, you need to be quiet until you're addressed personally, please.
No contact with Serena Beckel or the address listed 912 West Second Ave here in El Dorado.
So disgusting. You guys do
All
this.
right, I'll set a bond of 2,500 cash or surety. As a condition of bond, Ms. Hick, you're not to possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs, nor are you to have contact with Serena Beckel or the property at West Second Avenue in El Dorado, Kansas. Is that clear? You'll need to say yes or no.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. All right, Mr. Canfield, anything else on this case?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Hick, you are excused at this time. Thank you.
And Your Honor, this next one's gonna be a little bit interesting. So, yeah. You ready?
Oh, I haven't seen you in a long time. How's it going?
Hey, man, I can keep me cracking things, you know. So brother right here, cut. You look like, oh, hell yeah.
All right, you're Markel Johnson.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll go on the record in state of Kansas versus Markel Johnson, case number 23 CR 21. The
Yes.
state appears by Devin Canfield. Mr. Johnson appears in the custody of the Butler County Jail. All parties are appearing by Zoom. Mr. Johnson, it looks like you failed to appear in front of Judge Webster back on February the 5th.
Yes, sir, and just about that, sir. I was all right, so I'm from Wichita, Kansas. So at the time, the cause of why I missed the court date was because I was going through some Sedgwick County stuff with the Sedgwick County. I am just now getting it done just yesterday or just a couple of days ago. So I'm good for that. So that's the reason why I had missed the court with Miss Webster, because usually I am on time with Miss Webster. No, that's my homegirl, you know. So that's the cause of that, Judge. You know.
All right, well, she said ordered a bench warrant, bond forfeiture, in order that you be held without bond.
Yeah.
It looks like your case was set for pretrial conference and possible jury trial. What I'm going to do, Mr. Johnson, I'm going to set your case on the expedited misdemeanor control docket in front of Judge Lee on June 14th at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
And Darren Patterson's already been appointed to represent you, looks like, so he's still representing you.
Okay.
And you'll reappear in front of Judge Lee June 14th at 2:30 or at 1:30 rather by Zoom.
Okay.
So, Mr. Canfield, anything else on this case?
If the court is leaving the no bond hold in place, nothing further.
All right, I'm not going to disturb the bond that Judge Webster's already established. So if you wish to address bond, you'll need to get with Mr. Patterson and take that in front of Judge Webster. Do you have any questions, Mr. Johnson?
Yeah, all right, so why is it that I can't have a bond? Like I have so much going on to be outside. Like there is no reason why I shouldn't have a bond. Like I'm not even from this county. Like there is no reason why I should even be here anyway, because my wife keep on saying she keep on telling y'all people that she don't want the case held to drop the case. So I don't understand why y'all keep bringing me back to Butler County. I'm not even from here. I don't live here. I don't see why I keep trying to hold me up all the way till fucking June, cuz like I don't appreciate that, cuz I have a family. Hey, just like y'all have a family, peeps. I ain't doing shit wrong to not have a bond, peeps. So what's the reason why I don't have a bond?
You failed to appear in court. So
All right.
that's why you have a no bond hold. So like I said, you'll need to take that up with Judge Webster. That was her order, not mine. We'll be in recess.
Yes, ma'am.
You're down here. It's good for now.
All right, good morning, sir. Can you state your name, please?
Brian Howard.
All right, Mr. Howard, you're before the court. You're charged with 8 counts of DUI manslaughter. I have a copy of an application in regards to representation, but sorry, it's not filled out at all. It indicates actually that you refuse to sign it. Is it your intention to represent yourself? You want me to consider appointing an attorney for you, or you plan on hiring private counsel?
A public defender.
Are you employed, sir?
Self-employed.
And where are you self-employed? What business are you running?
BHN maintenance. It's called BHN maintenance. I paint and drywall.
And how long have you been self-employed, sir?
For about 7-8 months.
And how much do you make on average per month?
$1,200.
Do you have any dependents that you're supporting out of that?
No. No, ma'am.
Do you have any other assets that you own?
No, ma'am, not at the time.
And do you have any money in the bank?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much do you have?
$700.
All right, based on the information that you have provided to me, this court does find that you qualify for the services of the Public Defender's Office. I will appoint the law officer Michael A. Graves to represent you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
This court has already read through the probable cause, or yeah, you're not done.
Sorry.
That's okay. This court has already read through the probable cause affidavit. I do find that there is probable cause for your arrest on all 8 counts. State priors.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant has conviction for leaving the scene of an accident with property damage in 2019, 2 convictions for driving while license suspended, canceled, or revoked second offense in 2018, grand theft in 2013, driving a license suspended conviction in 2013, possession of cannabis conviction in 2009, or leaving the scene of an accident in 2006. And Your Honor, the state would argue and ask for no bond on these charges, given his history of driving with a suspended license. Additionally, there were 33 passengers taken to the hospital, so there may be charges of further injuries for those passengers. And the defendant admitted to law enforcement that he was in the crash 3 days prior to this. It's clear that he drives with a suspended license, and so to guarantee that he's not operating a motor vehicle, we would ask for good law.
He's been appointed to the public defender's office. Any response, ma'am?
Your Honor, there's no indication from the history. She decided that he has failed to appear in the court. There's no history showing that he cannot abide by any instructions that the court would give him not to operate a motor vehicle while he is, if he does obtain bond, Your Honor. I ask that he be given the bond schedule for these charges.
All right, Mr. Howard, given the nature of the charges and given the possibility of further pending charges, right now, this court is going to hold you on a no bond on all 8 counts, sir. And given your history of driving offenses and that you prior leaving the scenes of an accident. And I did read, as the state pointed out, that you were in an automobile accident at least 3 days prior to this accident. You are not allowed to operate a motor vehicle while this case is pending, sir. And you are not allowed to consume or possess any alcoholic beverages, any controlled substances, or any take any kind of prescription drugs without a prescription. And as of course a general rule, no illegal substances. I believe it was allegation was some type of marijuana oil too. Sir, do you understand these conditions that I'm putting in place?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else?
No, ma'am. No, Your Honor.
If there's nothing else, then Mr. Howard, you can go ahead and step to your left.
Just gotta sign the book over here.
Yes, it should be because of the charges. So it'll be June 18th. And Mr. Howard, your next court date is June 18th also, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jackson County Criminal Court on May the 14th, 2024. The time is 1:46 p.m. Mr. Owens.
Thank you, Your Honor. First case I would call this afternoon rather, is State of Florida versus Alfred Perez Jr. This is case 23 CF 537.
Sharon. Mr. Perez, good afternoon. We're hearing your case number 23 CF 537. Okay. All right, Mr. Owens.
Your Honor, in Mr. Perez's case, we recently had him evaluated by Dr. Dorico, and Dr. Dorico filed his report, and we do not have any additional witnesses to rely on their testimony, so we're just asking the court to rely on the evaluation report filed by Dr. Dorico.
What says the state? All right. Mr. Perez, I'm reviewing the report performed by Dr. Dorico. In that report that was created April the 25th, 2024, and that was the date of the evaluation and the report. It indicates that you are not competent to proceed, and so the court finds that you're not competent to proceed based on the state and the defense's positions at this time. Mr. Perez, at this time, the recommendation for treatment is inpatient treatment, and I'm taking you into custody for competency restoration training, okay? Joey is going to take you into custody so that we can, yes, sir.
Why?
Because we'll talk in just a sec, okay? Yeah, we'll talk in just a sec. We just got to put you in.
Come on, why? You know,
We'll talk in just a sec, okay?
please.
Yeah. So, Mr. Perez, the doctor is recommending competency restoration treatment. And so that's why we have to go ahead and take you into custody. Mr. Owens will talk to you further, but there's going to be further treatment moving forward, okay?
Listen, I don't know. Can I need to get my stuff from the hotel? Can I get my stuff, my personal stuff?
Yeah,
I'm
well,
staying in a hotel.
are
I
you
got
with
no
your-
problem to do what you asked
are
me to
you
do.
with anyone else?
Huh?
Are you staying with anyone else?
No,
No?
I'm staying at the
Then
hotel.
No, we've got to have friends or family go get your stuff.
Why can't I?
Yeah.
Please, can I?
We'll make a call. Mr. Owens, let's call the hotel. Let's see if we can't get his personal items put aside and we'll figure out a way to get them to him.
No, hey, I also got the vehicle. The vehicle there. I got a vehicle over there.
Over there?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I just want to make sure my stuff. I promise I'm gonna do whatever.
Sir, I'm not letting you leave right now, but we'll work on that. Mr. Owens?
Talk to you in the back, Mr. Perez, so we don't put that on the record. I'm gonna get the information from you so that we can get it sorted out.
Yeah, I swear.
We're gonna make it work, okay?
No,
6 months. 6 months?
Yes.
All right. All right.
As far as first, Your Honor, I have one other on Zoom. Did you want to go ahead and?
No.
No, okay.
I'll do that one
Sounds good.
down the road.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. Go ahead, councils, whenever you're ready. And they all leave. Know who else you got?
Tara Baxley.
Ms. Baxley, good afternoon. Come on up. Who's after Ms. Baxley?
After that's gonna be Tasha Garganis.
And then Ms. Garganis, you're next after that, so just be ready to come on up. Ms. Baxley, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I would like to let you know that I'll be firing her and that I will not be waiving any rights.
All right, fair enough. Ms. Kelly, is there anything else that you want me to consider at this time?
No, Your Honor, I was just recently reappointed to Ms. Baxley and I've really spoken with her since Mr. Ramey came off her case. So whatever she wants to do is up to her.
All right, Ms. Baxley, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Baxley, you can put your hand up. Ms. Baxley, what is it that you're asking?
I'm not waiving any rights.
Okay, fair enough. What about the Ms. Kelly's representation is concerning to you?
I have a right to fair representation.
Okay.
I'm refusing to sign up for slavery or uncruel punishment and in alignment with my rights, inalienable rights,
All
life,
right.
liberty, and
So,
happiness.
Ms. Baxley, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you come back. It's June the 6th, my motion date, Jeannie.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to have you come back on June the 6th, okay? Do you want to sign to be back or no? All right, fair enough. If you're not here on June the 6th at 1:30, then I could issue a failure to appear. The court is sua sponte issuing an order for a competency evaluation. Ms. Jeffcoat, can you please get me a competency eval? Appoint Dr. Dorico. Ms. Baxley, I need to know what phone number to have where we can locate you, okay? So I want a doctor to review whether or not you are competent to understand what is going on at these proceedings, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
His name is Dr. Michael Dorico, and he's gonna reach out to you. What number should he reach out to you?
I'll have to call you and let you know. I don't know it offhand.
So tell me your address.
I don't have a current address at this time.
Okay. Ms. Baxley, I want you to come back tomorrow morning and bring a phone number and an address.
Yes, ma'am.
If you do not, then I'll issue a warrant for your arrest as well, okay? And that's going to be the phone number and the address where Dr. Dorico can reach you for this competency evaluation, okay?
But I'm still not waiving my rights.
Fair enough. June 6th at 1:30 is your next court date, okay?
Anytime. you would
I'm
like
going
me
to
to be here.
schedule it for both a competency status and a Nelson, possibly,
For not
but
waiving my rights.
let's just wait and let's do the competency first, okay? Okay,
All right.
all right.
Ms. Baxley asked the court if there was a particular time you wanted her here to.
Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
By 9 a.m., I want you at the clerk's office, or you can come to my office, either one. I need a phone number and an address, okay?
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
You're giving me a psych evaluation because I'm denying to waive my rights of the United States?
No, that's not why.
Okay, I
Okay.
just wanted to clarify that.
Yes, ma'am, that's not why. Okay,
Okay,
all right.
all right. Do you, Ms. Baxley, will you
No,
take a
ma'am.
copy of this? I know you're not going to
Yes, ma'am.
sign, but
I'm
just
not
for your
signing.
records. Okay. And I just want to make sure this shows up. And then 1:30. And then tomorrow is going to be is going to be May 15th. So be here at 5:15 by 9. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, folks, good morning. Today is Thursday, May 16th, 2024. My name is Judge Rosie Speedlin Gonzalez, and we're about to start a proceeding on Mr. Cole McDonald. I have two names. I have Roach and Toach. Which one is it?
His last name is Roach, Your Honor. And I just wanted to ask you, I have Gabrielle Hardy in jail for a plea. I also have Mr. Roach in the courtroom for an MTR, and he's physically in there. I'm coming to the courthouse after I finish Gabrielle Hardy. So do you want to do him in person or on Zoom?
We're going to do Mr. Roach now on Zoom. And when you get here, we'll do Gabrielle Hardy.
I don't mind doing both now on Zoom, Your Honor.
Okay, we're on the court's time, Ms. Burke. So we're going to do Roach first, and then I'll do that
MTRs
paperwork.
and warrants are in person.
And is Mr. Roach in person or?
Right up here to the clip.
Yes, he's in person.
Okay. All right. So we're going to do that proceeding, and then I'll do that paperwork, and we'll come back and see if you're in the courtroom or you're going to be doing Hardy remotely.
Okay.
All right. So are we ready? Who is the prosecutor on Roach?
It's going to be Taryn because Jessica is out.
Okay. So it's Mr. Delgado. And is Mr. Delgado with us?
I'll bring him out.
Karen, we're getting ready to go on Cole McDonald Roach.
On the MTR?
Yes.
Okay.
The paperwork has his name misspelled. It has it as Toach. Just an FYI, everyone. I'll correct it on the order, whatever that order is. Let us know when you're ready to go, Mr. Delgado.
Okay, I'll just need 1 second, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, there was also another pending case against Mr. Roach in our court that was set the day before yesterday. Do you have paperwork on that case as well, or only the MTR?
I have an MTR on case number 677058.
Correct. Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
And Your Honor, Jessica didn't have all of the paperwork she needed for the new case, which is why we didn't resolve it by today. So we need a new court date for his other case.
Okay, we do one case at a time, Ms. Burke. So it seems to be overlapping here. We need to be able to keep our records clear and straight. We already have a misspelling on the paperwork. So if you could withhold any comments on any other cases until we take care of the Roach matter, we will be more than happy to accommodate time for you to make your request. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
Okay, let's get on the record. Olga, calling on the record, case number 677-058 in the matter of Mr. Cole McDonald Roach. Mr. Roach, you're on live. Can you hear us?
Yes, Your Honor.
And have you consented? Have you given your attorney, Ms. Deborah Burke, and this court permission to go forward with your proceeding via video conference, also known as a Zoom app?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Roach. Please stand by. Can I get announcements from the attorneys and from adult probation, please?
Taryn Nogala for the state, Your Honor.
Deborah Stanton Burke for the defendant, Your Honor.
Marie Martinez for probation.
Mr. Roach, I do need to swear you in. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury should you lie to the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may put your hand down, Mr. Roach. Mr. Roach, back on the 22nd day of February of 2022, on 2/22/22, you submitted a request, an application for community supervision, that's also known as probation, so that you would not have to go and serve time at the Bexar County Jail on the offense for which you were charged. That offense was a terroristic threat alleged to have taken place on the 25th day of February of 2021, just short of a year prior to you asking to be placed on probation. The court granted your request for probation with the understanding, Mr. Roach, that you were going to follow the orders that the court issued on February 22nd of 2022, and that you were going to comply with your conditions of probation. On February 22nd of 2022, the court admonished you. It's a fancy word for the court warned you that if you were to come back before the court, because the state filed a motion to revoke your probation, and after a hearing on that motion, if the court found that you had indeed violated the court order or conditions of probation, that you could face the full range of punishment for the offense that you were placed on probation for. On February 22nd of 2022, you were informed multiple times on the record that the range of punishment for that terroristic threat could be up to 1 year of incarceration at the Bexar County Jail. You were warned that in addition to 365 days of jail time, that the court could also fine you up to but no more than $4,000. And you were warned that you could lose your constitutional right to bear firearms, have guns, and handle ammunition. Mr. Roach, today we're at that hearing that I warned you about.
Yes,
so I just want to make sure that you understand why you're here and what the possible outcome of today's hearing could be. Mr.
Yes, Your
Roach,
Honor.
do you
Yes.
understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that the full range of punishment could be applied today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, with that understanding, Mr. Delgado, as the prosecutor for Bexar County and the attorney for the state of Texas, why are we here today?
Yes, Your Honor. We are here today because for violation of condition number 18, on or about the 18th day of April 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Cole McDonald Roach did then and there contact or attempt to contact Janice Maciot or a family member by telephone, mail, or in person in violation of condition number 18.
Okay, so what the state is alleging is that there was a no contact order?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that the probationer violated that no contact order that was part of his conditions of probation as well. Is that what you're alleging?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I just wanted to be clear on the record. So, Mr. Roach, is that the only violation that the state is moving forward on?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Roach, listen closely. The state filed that motion to revoke your probation and adjudicate your guilt, and is only moving forward on one of their allegations on that motion, and that's that you violated condition number 18. Specifically, Mr. Roach, that on or about the 18th day of April of 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, you did then and there contact or attempt to contact Janice Maciati or a family member by telephone, mail, or in person in violation of condition number 18. Mr. Roach, is that allegation true or not true?
Not true, Your Honor. That's not the allegation that we agreed to plead on when I conferred with Jessica 2 days ago.
Okay, so the question was to Mr. Burke. He's the one under oath, Ms. Burke. I'm sorry, to Mr. Roach. And so, Ms. Burke, you cannot be an advocate and a witness at the same time. Otherwise, we have to remove you from this case, or he has to get another lawyer. So I need to hear from Mr. Roach first. But before we get to that, Mr. Delgado, how do we address Ms. Burke's comment that this is not the violation that the defense agreed to move forward with the prosecution?
Your Honor, I am aware of the offer that was made by the other ADA on this case. At this time, I was going to defer to the court when it came to any kind of punishment in this case.
Okay. Ms. Burke, what the court will hear you on this agreement that you say that you and Prosecutor Thompson made on which condition?
Failure to report, Your Honor.
Okay. So we have a violation of condition number 4. Mr. Delgado, my understanding at this point is that you want to go forward on violation of condition number 18, and Ms. Burke wants to go forward on a prior agreement to go with Ms. Thompson on violation of condition number 4. Mr. Delgado, how do you want to proceed?
We can go forward on condition number 4, Your Honor.
Okay. And you want to put that violation on the record, Mr.
Yes,
Delgado?
Your Honor.
Thank you.
In Bexar County, Texas, defendant Cole McDonald Roach did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of April 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
Okay, Mr. Roach, the state has agreed to amend what they're going forward on today. They are going forward on an allegation that you violated condition number 4, that in Bexar County, Texas, you did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of April of 2023 in violation of condition number 4. Mr. Roach, is that true or not true?
Yes, Your Honor, that is true.
We have a true plea, Mr. Delgado. What is the state seeking today?
Your Honor, the state is going to seek revocation and we would defer to the court.
Okay.
Object, Your Honor, that's not my plea agreement with Jessica.
Okay. What is your plea agreement with Ms. Thompson?
7 days credit for time served.
Okay. Well, that's y'all conferring. This court does not follow, for the most part, those types of agreements. So what do you want to do, Ms. Burke?
Can we have a contested hearing?
Okay. And I'm going to deny your request for that contested hearing. So we're going to go forward today. I don't have any appreciation for gamesmanship when it comes to this, Ms. Burke.
This isn't.
I'm not asking for your comment. I'm letting you know, Ms. Burke. This is not a trial. This was his second chance to comply with court orders. And the allegations have been made that he failed to report. He said it's true. And I have no obligation to follow any agreement between the defense and probation. And because you're not getting your way, Ms. Burke, you now want a contested hearing? I find that to be gamesmanship and you playing games with the court.
May I please explain? I thought the state was going to say that they recommend 7 days in jail, revoke probation. I understand the court does not have to follow that.
Okay. All right,
But
we hear
what
you.
happened different is that Mr. Delgado is saying something different than what Miss Jessica said to me 2 days ago. So
Okay.
I'm surprised.
Okay, if you're surprised, Mr. Delgado, you're going to change your recommendation to 7 days, correct? As agreed to?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, he's changed the recommendation, Ms. Burke.
Thank
Now
you.
we know that the state and you had some sort of agreement to 7 days, and the court doesn't need to follow that agreement.
Yes.
So there's a true plea from the defendant, and I'm now going to pivot to adult probation to our court liaison officer, Officer Martinez. Officer Martinez, what is the recommendation from adult probation? And the court is entitled to ask for a brief summary of Mr. Roach's overall compliance with his conditions of probation. Could you please give me that, Officer
Your Honor.
Martinez?
Probation is recommending revocation, Your Honor. This is Mr. Roach's second MTR. His case expired in August of 2023 after we withdrew the last MTR, put him on 0 tolerance, and extended his probation for 6 months. During his time on probation, it was alleged that he was continuing to have contact with the victim. And Your Honor, you specifically required in your conditions when he was sentenced that he remove all witness information from his electronic devices. And he has been living with her the entire time he was on probation. He admitted it to his probation officer. They're actively living together. She called and filed a complaint. He has a new offense based on contact with her. He has 2 failure to submits while on probation, 3 dilutes, 1 positive for cocaine. He did complete BIP in October of 2022. He has not done any community service hours. He has paid $1,133 towards his fines and fees. But because of the new offense, because of the case expiration, and because of his blatant continued contact with the victim, despite the court specifically telling him not to have contact with her and him being on 0 tolerance, probation is recommending revocation. And for your information, he has 7 days credit.
7 days credit. Thank you. We will hear you now, Ms. Burke.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, yes, he violated the terms and conditions of your probation. This has been an ongoing relationship between him and Janice Maciati. And by agreement, they have been living together, even though he was supposed to have no contact with her. I think the court has seen enough examples of people who want to be together do tend to be together, even if it violates a court order, and there's no excuse for that. I'm just letting the court know that just been normal people living together. And he is sorry that he did do so, because look what predicament it put him in today. But he is here. He's willing to face the consequences of him and his girlfriend agreeing to stay together as a couple. But we know after today, there is no more staying together as a couple with Janice Maciati. And we apologize.
Your Honor, may I say something?
I hope she lets you.
You can say whatever you want, Mr. Roach.
First and foremost, I do want to apologize. It is blatant disrespect to the court on the way I behaved, especially given the opportunity that I was. After I got incarcerated this last time, I'm not giving the police like a sob story. I do have full family support now. I have been staying with my godmother. And I know I want to apologize for going back. I did do that BIP class, and I learned a lot of things like taking timeouts and walking away and learning to calm down, and things got better for a little bit, and then until they got bad again. And it was me wanting to salvage something that I thought I could, because I cared a lot. And you know, like 2 people may love each other, but sometimes it just doesn't work, and that's something that I've had to come to realize. I know that my word probably might not mean much since I did abscond and go on the run, but you do have my word that nothing like this will ever happen again. I'm currently a head chef at a restaurant. Like I've completely changed my life this past year. I know that I've already been given another chance, but I'm just asking for one more, because I've turned so much around these past 2 to 3 years. And I know that I have to live with the consequences of my decisions, but I would really, really like to just maintain my life and get a little more help on this situation that I'm going in. And that's all I'd like to say. And I'm sorry for being disrespectful.
And do you even want whatever treatment programs this court has to offer in order to continue either on probation or even though we pled true to and you revoke, are
The
you even
video-
willing to do a program that the court may have to teach you how to completely change your life and like get rid of any addictions that you may have to drug or alcohol? And I'm of course referring to the Refugio program.
I did like the video. I saw a lot of common things growing up with the people speaking. I know that that's normally for first-time offenders, but I would be completely open to willingly and openly working that program. And you have my 110% on that. I promise you.
Mr. Delgado, since Ms. Burke kind of jumped in and started questioning her client, do you have any questions for Mr. Roach?
Just a couple, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Mr. Roach, were you aware of an order from this court stating that you were to have no contact with the complaining witness?
Yes, sir, I was aware.
And did you in fact have contact with the complaining witness?
Yes, sir, that was in, yeah, my first MTR, yes, sir.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Anything else from anyone else before the court rules?
No, Your Honor, but my client is open to any questions that you might have of him.
Nothing
don't.
from the state, Your Honor.
I don't have any more questions. I have what I need to make the decision. Today, ladies and gentlemen, the court is going to accept Mr. Roach's true plea for violation number 4 as pled by the state that in Bexar County, Texas, he did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of April of 2023 in violation of condition number 4. Based on the evidence heard by the court's going to grant the state's motion to revoke his probation and adjudicate him guilty of the terroristic threat alleged to have occurred on the 25th day of February of 2021. The court is sentencing Mr. Roach, Deputy Ramos, take him into custody to 340 days at the Bexar County Jail, giving him credit for the BIP class that he completed and the money he extended on there. A $3,000 fine is also ordered. Plus, he's ordered to pay court costs. The court issues, if it's not already been done for good measure, the affirmative finding of family violence. Mr. Roach, you are prohibited from possessing, purchasing, owning, or using a firearm, a gun, and ammunition. Upon your release from custody, you are prohibited from living anywhere, staying anywhere, or visiting any location where firearms, guns, or ammunition can be found. You cannot be a driver or a passenger in any motor vehicle in which firearms, guns, or ammunition will be found. And we are not taking your right to hunt away, but we are restricting how you hunt. You cannot use a firearm, a gun, or ammunition to hunt with. The court is giving you credit for the time you've served, that 7 days, which leaves you with about 333 days to serve. Typically, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office will give you 2-for-1 credit. So you cut that in half, Mr. Roach, that'll be about 165 days you need to serve. You typically, violent offenders do not get trustee status. Your time and money will run concurrent. You are to be now taken into custody for you to serve the remainder of your time at the Bexar County Jail. That is the court's ruling. Everyone is excused. I'm going to go do his paperwork and I'll be back for the Hardy matter.
Your Honor, can the bailiff please keep him so I can talk to him when I arrive in about 30 minutes?
No, he's going to be taken into custody right now.
I understand, but can he hold him in the jail cell in your courtroom just so I can talk to him?
That you need to make that request to the deputy. We have surrendered him to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. They are now responsible for his movement. Thank you very much. And we will be ready on Hardy in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you mind if I come in person on Hardy?
You can come in person on any matter that you want to come in person on. We cannot deny your request to have an in-person hearing or for you to come in person, Ms. Burke.
Okay, well, I'm on my way to the court.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time.